Invocation today is by Minister Donald Baham from Beaverton.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to address you here today. I am deeply honored and filled with a whole constellation of feelings, not the least of which is wonderment. Yes, wonderment. I guess that term is probably the closest approximation of what I'm feeling at this moment as I stand here before you in this, the Oregon People's Legislative Chamber here in our state capital. You see, I was a Depression-era kid of mixed-race, working-class heritage, born in deep South New Orleans, Louisiana. My highest aspiration as a boy was to be a big truck driver or an airplane mechanic. A lot has happened to, with, and for me since then. I became a big truck driver, an airplane mechanic, and many other things, including the 81-year-old retired clinical psychologist and present-day humanist minister standing here before you today in wonderment. And now, as I stand here before you, I feel the challenge of saying something to you that might provide a meaningful preface to the critically important work you will do here today for the benefit of, or in the service of, all of the citizens of our beautiful state. So I think I'll speak to you about wonderment. Recently, I've been experimenting with experiencing the human being with whom I am currently engaged. I say experiencing rather than listening to because for me there is a critical distinction between listening to you and experiencing you. Listening to what you are saying requires the use of my auditory sense, while experiencing you requires the use of all of my senses. I can hear your words as you deliver them to me, but your words alone may not convey to me the message that your whole being is putting out there. Words are sometimes the least important part of your message. Sometimes the most important part of your message is other than verbal. I believe that in our eagerness to celebrate our ability to cerebrate, too many of us have discounted or actually disdained our marvelous capacity to fully experience each other. For some weeks now, I've been more and more taking advantage of opportunities to experience the person I'm engaged with at the moment, and how marvelously enjoyable it has been. And immediately after the engagement is done, I'm aware of feeling a little sense of wonderment, kind of like what I'm feeling right now. The supermarket clerk, the person in line behind me at the checkout stand, practically anyone not in a hurry and not too shy to say hello, are all hungry to be really paid attention to be experienced, just as I believe you are. And a funny thing happens when I experience someone that way. They oftentimes reciprocate and choose to experience me similarly. And that's wonderful. Thank you so much for having me here today, and feel free to experiment with not just listening to the other, but truly experiencing the other today. And if you're successful, you just may feel that sense of wonderment that I just talked about. Thanks again, and have a, guess what, wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Baham, for your invocation. Thank you, Senator.